In today's world, marriage looks different than it did a generation ago. Two people, both working, both dreaming, both leading. Yet the question remains, in a Christian marriage, should one submit or should both lead together? For centuries, the word submission has stirred debate. Some see it as a sacred principle. Others see it as outdated, even oppressive. But what does the Bible really say? In Ephesians 5:22 through 25, Paul writes, "Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." But here's what's often missed. Before those verses, Ephesians 5:21 says, "Submit to one another out of reverence for Christ." That means marriage isn't about one ruling over the other. It's about mutual humility, a shared surrender to love. In today's marriages, women aren't just homemakers, they're entrepreneurs, leaders, and builders. Men aren't just providers, they're nurturers, partners, and fathers. The world has changed, but God's principle remains. Love leads through service, not dominance. Scene 4. What submission really means. Submission in the Bible isn't silence. It isn't weakness. It's strength under control. It's saying, "I trust you enough to listen, and I love you enough to lead with grace." And for husbands, submission means sacrifice, not control, not ego. To love as Christ loved means to die to pride, to protect, to serve, to uplift. Sadly, some have twisted Scripture to justify control and abuse. That's not God's design. 1 Peter 3:7 warns, "Husbands, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect, so that nothing will hinder your prayers." God's command is clear. A marriage rooted in domination will never flourish. True submission is partnership. It's not who's the boss. It's how can we serve each other better. In Proverbs 31, the virtuous woman is described as wise, strong, resourceful, and deeply respected. Her husband trusts her completely. That's not hierarchy, that's harmony. In a world that celebrates independence, biblical marriage celebrates interdependence. It's two people saying, "I can do this alone, but I choose not to. I could lead myself, but I'd rather lead with you." When Jesus washed his disciples' feet, he showed what leadership really looks like. He, the Son of God, knelt to serve. That's the model for marriage. Leadership in love means humility. Submission in love means trust. So, how do we live this out? By choosing daily to honor, not compete. To listen, not assume. To support, not suppress. The Bible doesn't call for control. It calls for covenant, a sacred bond of grace. In the end, submission and partnership aren't opposites. They're two sides of the same coin, both rooted in love, both modeled after Christ. A marriage that submits to God first will always find balance between head and heart. So, what do you think? Is true submission outdated, or is it the foundation of real partnership? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Relationship and Marriage 247, where we explore modern love through timeless truth.